Okay, so the donor car that you just saw, it has now gone to the big scrapyard in the sky. Now I'm getting on with this again, which is nice. Since we've got all the parts off of it, as mentioned, we've got one pile of stuff there and one pile of stuff there, and that's mostly all the red Fabia, the donor car. Still got the tailgate for it as well, because that'll go onto one of our other Fabias. But yeah, with this, got all the welding done. Can't remember if I mentioned this in the last video, so I apologise. But yeah, we've got all the welding done. There's a piece of the old red car, as you can see. So that's sorted out. I used the roof skin to do that. Here's the roof skin off the red car, which I just mentioned. I have also welded the rot underneath here, again with pieces from the red car, as you can see just there. It's difficult to see, it looks kind of ugly because I need to grind my welds down. I'm a bit OCD when it comes to welds, and that's starting to sweat, as they do. It's weird how that happens, it's like rust proofing. It's just because there's been welding under there. But yeah, that needs ground down and sorted, but yep, that's solid now. Again, that part came out of the donor car. And now what I'm doing is going to look towards getting the heater unit in place, and the dash support and everything. So I've cut a hole in the bulkhead just here, which is for the air conditioning. It's part of it there. The other piece is somewhere, I can't remember where, but the bit I cut out, yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's the bit I ended up cutting out, which means this rubber, which goes around the AC pipes and the hull, that will then fit into here, like that. And then I can put the AC system in, which would be nice. It's always the most daunting bit, cutting that hole. But fortunately, with that big rubber gasket you just saw, if you do cut the hole slightly too large, it takes up a lot of slack, so it's good. And that one was already there for the heater. I would say that's for the AC. The inside of the car is pretty good. That is the seat rails, which, as you can probably tell, they have been rust proofed, because they often rust in Fabias due to the fact these things leak like a sieve. There was a hole there in the floor, which you can kind of see I've welded up, and there was one over there as well, because someone has put tech screws into the floor for some unknown reason in the past. I assume to hold an under tray on. So yes, but no, just going to give it a good hoover out, clean all the debris and stuff out of it, and then get the heater AC wiring lot stuff into it, just there. So yeah, that, as I say, that consists of the heater, air conditioning, wiring, dashboard support, steering column, steering lock, fuses and all that sort of stuff. The entire vehicle wiring loom is attached to all that. As you can see, I've got it all bundled up. This runs throughout the vehicle. This runs to the back of the car. So yeah, there we go. Okay, quite a big update since the last video. Got the interior in, well, some of it, as you can see. Main thing being the dashboard and the wiring. This was not too bad to do, although the AC unit and everything behind the dash panel that you actually see, yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare putting in on my own. Very big, heavy and awkward. I mean, it was a pain getting it out of the donor car, but refitting it into this definitely could have done with two hands. So something to bear in mind if you're ever doing something as daft as this. But yeah, it's all in together now. wiring has been ran as well, so it's all under here, as you can see, and it runs. There's a join here which I'll go into in a moment, and yeah, goes into the back. Of course, I've welded up the floor as well where it had some rust issues, so made some patches up, funnily enough, from the donor car, hence the reason it's red. Used the roof skin from it to make repair patches, so that's all done. The wiring at the back, luckily I haven't really had to touch, but as I mentioned, I have had to do a join, which I knew I was going to have to do. It's not a big issue, but what I ended up doing was cutting the wiring, the new loom you could say, cut it here, cut it in the same place on the saloon and join them together. So from here backwards is all the saloon wiring, whereas from here forwards is all the hatchback. Because the donor car was a hatchback, as I mentioned, yeah, the looms were completely incompatible at the back, so I just cut them, soldered them together, as you can see here. So pretty happy with that. There is a few wires like this one here which is unused. That's for the rear wipers. There's a couple of those which are just blanked off pretty much, and obviously you've got your tube here as well, which is for the rear washer jet, and of course that doesn't exist either now, since the saloon models do not have rear wipers or wash jets. So it has left quite a interesting quirk, and that's the rear wiper stalk is fitted. So the reason I've had to do that is because it has the trip computer buttons on it, and this being a base model, formerly a base model, the original stalk did not have the trip computer buttons. So realistically what I need to do is get one of these from a Mark IV Golf 3-door or Bora or something like that, so I can retain this but also get rid of the rear wiper setting. I mean, it's not a big issue, it's just a little quirk, you know. I might just leave it as a nod to the donor car. But yeah, it's all gone pretty good. As you can see, the carpet's in, all the sound deadening underneath. Today's job hopefully is to get all the interior finished. Oh yes, headlining, that's in as well. I've cut the holes as well for the rear passenger map lights, you could see up there as well. So they've been fitted in the original place that they should be. Again, saloons never came with those, so I retrofitted them. So yeah, it's all gone pretty good. You can see at the front here where the air conditioning's fitted. I had to cut a hole in the bulkhead, or the firewall, whatever you want to call it, to fit that in. But luckily I took some templates, so I cut the hole the right size. So yeah, it's all going pretty good. As I mentioned today, I'd like to get the interior all finished off, and then maybe make a start on the underside, fitting the new fuel lines and the diesel tank and everything into the car. So it's yeah, all going pretty good. Okay, so the interior is about 99% done. As you can see, the dash and everything's in, carpets, I think you saw that on the last bit of the video, seats and everything, headliner, and all the trims and all that. Such a nice place in here now. Full elegance interior, leather wrapped steering wheel of course, and everything else from the hatchback. Just looks so good. Kind of difficult to see because it's quite dark, but yeah, very happy with this. Still a few other little bits to do, as you may see with a lack of a grab handle up there. I've actually got full size grab handles to go in. Now what I mean by that is, if you notice there's only one cut out there, it's because this headlining, being that it's from this car which was originally a base model, They never had grab handles in the back, they only had a little hook, therefore only one cutout exists in the headlining, so just need to put another one in. Small, pointless, but you know, I'm going to do it anyway. No, it's coming on pretty good. Even got the rear trim backing on this side anyway. It's not clipped in on this side due to the fact, I don't know if I can balance that there, yep. I still need access in here for installation of a tow bar, because I need to access the wiring when I fit a tow bar, obviously. But parking sensor module, that's all wired in. I've got the cable in here for said parking sensors, so that's ready to clip onto that bumper here. Now this one came from a scrapyard and it came off a silver estate, and it has the parking sensors in it, whereas the original, which is underneath this, the original was damaged and it also did not have parking sensors, so that'll go in and give factory parking sensors, as I've said. So yeah, interior is pretty much all done. The back trim panel there, that's fitted. I've also fitted speakers in there as well, so it's got rear speakers now. It's very nice. It just feels a lot more upmarket now. The Elegance models I always thought were really nicely finished, and yeah, this interior in the saloon just works wonders. I don't know why Skoda never did it, but there we go. So yes, on to the next jobs, which is brakes, or installing brakes I should say. The next thing that I need to do is remove all these brake lines, because the ABS pump, which was normally mounted here, this being an older Fabia, it was an older generation pump, and all the wiring is that's going into it is from a newer Fabia, so I need to change the pump because the electrical connections are different, and in order to change the pump I have to change all the brake lines, which fortunately is not a bad task because the car's that stripped, so I can get to them quite easily. Just there, as you can see, they'll just clip in, and I pulled all the fuel lines, brake lines off the donor car. So those ones there are the rears. So yeah, coming on pretty good. Well, that is the engine and gearbox all ready now. The only thing I've still got to do is replace this pipe here, which is the main coolant pipe. As you can probably tell, it's very, very rusty, and it goes from, I think it's just about here where the thermostat is, and it goes around just behind, down the side of the engine, sort of to the back corner there, where the water pipe is attached. So got that to replace. I've got one ordered. So once that's here, I can whip that one off, put the other one on, and then this is ready to go into the car. Put a new clutch in it, a Sachs heavy duty clutch from Darkside. I think it's a G60 clutch or something, but it's an uprated one for the 5-speed. I've got the same one basically in that, just this 6-speed version. But the gear oil that came out of the gearbox, really, really not nice. Look at that. Think yourself lucky you do not have smell-o-vision, because that does not smell nice. And there's not a huge amount either, so surprisingly the gearbox was absolutely fine. It was a little bit crunchy originally, until my friend and I, as I've mentioned before, we did the head gasket and everything, and then we just ragged the absolute crap out of it, and now the gearbox is super smooth. It's really bang on. Just funny that, because had a Fabia before which had a slightly crunchy box, and then just ragged it, as in like redlining it into second and all this sort of stuff. You know, really hooning it, you could say, and it fixed it. And yeah, the oil that came out doesn't really have any metal in it, it's just the colour. So I think it's had water in there. So it's drained out, it'll get fresh stuff put into it. This box is actually bang on it. It's silent and it goes really well. It's super smooth now, as I mentioned, so yeah, it's staying with this engine. And then once that's sorted out, once I've got the pipe sorted out, it'll go into there. So got the fuel tank and engine bay wiring to go in next, which I would probably do that today actually. Need to tidy up, and yeah, that's it pretty much so far. Okay, so it has literally been about a month since the last update. As you can see, the doors and everything are on now. The interior is all complete, which is nice. Yeah, all is in. Everything's sorted in here, which is good. All back together. As I say, this is all the interior from the donor car. The only parts in here that are not original is, sorry, what I meant to say is the only parts that are original are the back trim panels, everything behind the seats, and the headlining, and the pillar trims. Everything else is all from the donor car, all the elegance spec parts. I have tried it, everything works, which is nice, so that's good. The doors are on, as you can see. I've even changed all the door glass, so this has the factory tinted glass now from the hatchback. It's not a super dark tint, but it's got that sort of greeny shade to it, so that's all done. Mirrors are on, obviously I'll be changing the mirror caps, but those ones are electric heated, whereas the other ones were manual. Engine bay, everything's coming on pretty good. We've got all the pipe work and the wiring and everything in now as well. ABS pump, the brake lines, which I mentioned before, they're all now in, all from the donor car. Yeah, it's been quite a bit actually. I have also rust proofed all the underneath as well, which you can see here. That's what this black stuff is. Everything was cleaned thoroughly and coated with a rust killing compound, like I think it was a phosphoric acid, which I used, which took all the surface rust off, so everything was clean. I used a rust encapsulator, which is a nice solid base coat, and then sprayed this Dinitrol over the top, which is like a rubberized coating. So it's got a slight tackiness to it, but it's pretty heavy duty. So yeah, did my own car with it. The fuel tank is in place as well. Got the tank there. Again, the one from the diesel, for obvious reasons. And also all the fuel lines, they're in place as well. So all the diesel lines and the fuel cooler, which you can see just there. So yeah, it's pretty good. I've got an awful lot done. Been working on my own car as well. So unfortunately, this one has been, you could say, neglected a little bit. But getting on pretty well with it. I've got all this stuff built back up, the wipers and everything in there as well. Washer jets and this trim, heated washer jets, none the least, which is nice, another perk of the elegance. So yeah, the next job is getting work done on the engine. Now I've already put a new clutch in it. It's had a heavy duty organic clutch fitted, so it's the same size, all original fitment, you could say, but it's just far better friction material, just because the car's going to get used for towing, which I'll go into in a moment. So this engine's pretty much ready to go in. The only problem is it had a rotten pipe, the main water pipe, which you can see, oops, you can see just there, it's been replaced now. This shiny black one. What a pain to fit that was, because I ended up having to remove the oil filter housing, hence the reason there's a tray underneath. Now I had to remove this in order to get to the pipe. Very annoying. So I'm currently waiting for a new gasket. You can see the old one there, and once the new gasket's arrived I'll refit this. I did not realise that it had a sealing gasket in it, or a one-use gasket. I should have worked that out. Being VAG, they do like their one-use things. So yeah, it's alright. The front end here, as you can see, that's been reassembled. We've got a brand new air conditioning and engine rad in place. I don't know if you can see the other one just there, and fan and everything's been cleaned up as well, so that's all good. Again, all this is replaced from the donor car, except the headlights. These are original because they're very, very clear, which is nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it so far. Today's job is get the rear end reassembled, put the bumper on, which I mentioned just here. This one has parking sensors built into it, so we'll be fitting that, and also installing a tow bar, because this car will be used for towing as well. Something my dad wanted. So yeah, got a brand new tow bar to go on. There was one on the donor car, but it was rotten, and yeah, we're not having a rotten tow bar on a car. Been there, done that, not fun. Fortunately, I didn't have a trailer fall off, but I did put a trailer onto a car, and then realised it was moving quite a bit when I was standing on the A-frame, and the car wasn't moving, and it just kind of confirmed rotten tow bar. So yeah, I'm going to get that done. All the trim inside here, that has all been rebuilt, as you can see. That's all been done as well. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything so far. We've got brakes and everything to go on, which are there. Various other bits. So yeah, it's coming on pretty well. I also fitted new rear speakers in the shelf panel just there. Mainly because I did actually fit some from another car, but when I was doing testing, both of them didn't work, so I ended up putting brand new ones in, which you cannot see, unfortunately. Yeah, they're in there, you can see the wiring for them, but they're just a pair of JVC ones with adapters to make them work with the wiring. So yeah, that pretty much covers up to this point. It's quite a lot being done, but I will try and keep the videos constant and a bit more clear, because I do feel there was a bit of a delay, unfortunately. Just a big jump between them, you could say, just with other stuff going on. Okay, another update. As you can see, the engine is now in. I was hoping to get some more footage doing this, but my friend was here working on another car, and we were just, you could say, had our heads down and we were just busy. So yeah, I have just been doing this, got the engine in, not really much else. Front end's on, rad pack and everything's in. Still a few bits and pieces to do. As you can see, airbox needs to go in. Need to get a clutch cylinder to go in, because I have misplaced my spare one that I had. So do that, then everything can be bled. I'm thinking in the next few days this could actually be running. But this is all the front end off the red car, minus the headlights. This car's original actually, because they're in good condition. The crash bar, that is belonging to this vehicle as well, due to the fact the red car, the donor vehicle, was a facelift. This is pre-facelift. and we're keeping it a pre-facelift just because it looks cool. That's the pre-facelift front bumper. Bigger washer tank as well. That one is from a VRS with the factory fitted headlamp washers. As you can see, I've got the pump in. That hole has been blocked up with a bolt Sikaflexed into place. Sounds dodgy, but I did that on my own car and it was fine. And that is the standard washer pump, and that is the one that normally goes to the rear, which is obviously no longer required. That's a standard washer pump for the saloon. But no, it's otherwise gone pretty good. And here is my friend, came back with my car that he's been working on, so I could work on this. Okay, so another update on the car. These videos are getting a bit more delayed, you could say. There's a bigger gap between each section that you're seeing now, just because I've got a lot of other stuff going on, so I apologise if I miss a few things or repeat stuff. It's not intentional. But yeah, engines in, which are covered, bonnet's on now as well. Just been getting random work done in the engine bay. Mainly just piping and connecting things up. Nothing too drastic really. I'm waiting on all the fluids to arrive, because right now the engine and gearbox and everything, it's all dry. So just waiting on the fluids. Rear axle's on, I've got that done. As you can see, it's all nice and shiny. It's got new bushes in there as well, which you can tell with the new bolts that hold it on. It's got the Ibiza Cupra bushings in there, so they're stiffer, but it still rides quite nice. Got them in my own car as well, so yeah, definitely nice. New discs there as well. Rear calipers and stuff are to go on, but as you can see, new calipers which are in the process of being painted. So once that's done, they'll go on. Front calipers are on as well. Again, one's off Ibiza, but they've gone VRS green. I could do all my brakes. Yeah, it's going pretty good. The elegance related parts are going on as well. We've got the rub strips, also the badge in there as well. Still got the other badge to do on the other wing because it's currently missing due to the old wing being rotten. I've got another one on order, which I'm hopefully it's going to turn up soon. Yeah, rub strips on this side as well. Interior is basically all finished now. I've covered this multiple times, but yeah, it's pretty much all done. A few little bits here and there to do. Got the VRS dash cluster in, all demobilised and everything now, so that'll work. Just need to correct the mileage. Yeah, pretty good. Quite happy with it. Not really much has gone on at the back, apart from what's already been covered. Tow bar and everything's been fitted. Rear bumper, again, estate bumper is on, so it's got the rear park assist sensors in it. Couldn't remember what the name of them were for a moment there. Arch liners are in. Yeah, just the little boring jobs, you could say. They're not very interesting ones are now being done. Once I've got a new ring on that side, front bumper will go back on as well and everything. So yeah, it's gone pretty well actually. There is also a heavy duty bushing fitted in for the gearbox as well, the underside one. It's a Powerflex. Looks pretty good. So yeah. So yeah, so far so good. Okay, so that's everything pretty much done with the engine now. As you can see, it's all as it should be. Airbox is still missing because I need to bleed the clutch and everything. The battery's just sitting in there just now. But it starts and runs, which is nice. I can actually show you that. Now there will be a few warning lights on due to the fact there's a few sensors and things disconnected, and no brake fluid in it either. But yeah. Runs good. Got all the fluids topped up, so that's all nice. Yeah, runs pretty happy actually. Exhaust and everything's done as well. It's the old exhaust that I used to have on my own car. It's basically straight through to a free flowing back box. That's pretty much it. It's 2¼ inch. I upgraded on that to 2½ inch. Yeah, everything seems to work. It's nice, all the electrics. That's now a lie. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Front brakes are all done as well. Still got the rear brakes to go on. As you can see, they're missing. That's because the calipers are sitting over here. Just painted them all. So new calipers, refurbished carriers. So once they go on with the discs and everything, I can then bleed all the brakes and the clutch as well. Finish the underside stuff, which is literally just putting under trays on, and yeah, that'll be it pretty much, which is nice. And yeah, a few little finishing jobs that I'll need done, which I probably won't really cover because it's just, you know, amending stuff like the missing airbox, which is sitting there, battery tray and all this sort of stuff, and a few fixtures and fittings, just tidying things like this up. So yeah, I probably won't cover that. The bonnet's on as well, as you can probably tell, and the sound deadening off the old bonnet, or hood, depending where you are in the world. Still missing a few of these little clips, which I will need to get, which is very annoying because I thought I kept them all together, but a few of them went rogue. So yeah, going pretty good. My own car there, I'm going to be replacing the radiator on it. It's not broken, but I'm just wanting to go with a higher capacity one, which I've got sitting here. So, dark side, fully aluminium rad, and I also got some nice wheels there as well to go on it as well. So they're off a Mark II Fabia Elegance. But anyway, yes, for this car, that's pretty much everything sorted now. Pretty happy with how it's gone. I've also got the side strips on, as you can tell there as well, and the Elegance badge. Still looking for another wing for the other side, since I keep getting let down by people saying they've got one and then either not shipping or running away with my money. It's quite annoying, but yeah, we'll get there. So it's alive and it drives, which is nice. Nothing's fell off of it yet. Yes, the front bumper is missing and the driver's side wing, but that's because I'm actually waiting for a wing to arrive, a new one. Needs a bloody good clean as well. Much nicer in here with the new interior, I must say. Full elegant spec now. There's a noisy ancillary belt tensioner. Forgot to change that when the engine was out, just my luck. But yeah, I need to do a mileage correction because that is not the correct mileage. I think it's about half that. But yeah, that's pretty good. I'm very happy with it. Just as proof it does drive. And this is private land before anyone starts yelling at me. Yeah, very happy with it.